guys, welcome back to Liming with Courtney. Today I want to talk to you about what I gave up for Lent and how it affected my daily life. So I decided that I wanted to give up fast food and social media for Lent, specifically Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, because I was most addicted to those three, right? I made a big announcement about what I was going to give up, and of course persons started to ask me like, oh, so are you gonna still be on YouTube, or are you still gonna be on WhatsApp, or are you still gonna be on LinkedIn? And I'm like, well, you named three platforms that I use for professional reasons. So because I want to still work, I will not be coming off those platforms. But for the others, those were only for social purposes. All right, so of course I got a lot of flack. That means you're not really giving up social media. Why you say that you're giving up social media? Then you must give up all social media. Listen, okay? All right, it was my sacrifice, and I could decide on what I wanted to give up. Okay, what I should have given up was talking to those people. Okay, I'm joking. I don't really mean that. Anyway. So it was very hard for me in terms of the fast food, because if you've ever had Jamaican KFC, that is something that is to die for. Probably because of the high cholesterol too. But anyway, the KFC is awesome. And knowing that I wasn't going to be having KFC for 40 whole days and 40 whole nights, I knew it was going to be very difficult. But I must be honest, after the first week it got a little bit easier, and what I did was just try not to go to any areas where I would be tempted to buy the KFC or the Popeyes or the Wendy's or the Starbucks. Like Starbucks is very near to my apartment, or condominium as you guys call it in some jurisdictions, and so I would be there all the time, ordering the same hot chocolate that I could have made at home, to be honest. Okay, so there was some financial benefit from not relying on fast food so much. So during all this restriction, COVID reared its ugly head in Jamaica. Remember I told you that I was off social media, so like I missed out on a whole lot of things. Like when persons were talking about COVID on Instagram and Twitter, I missed all that. Like I missed all the memes. There was a coronavirus song by Cardi B, like I missed out that too. I missed out on the Drake new song, the slide song, left foot up, right foot side, left foot in, this side. I missed out on this Don't Rush challenge. I only started going back on social media on Easter Monday, so like I'm just trying to play catch up right now. Like things that I'm sharing with people, they're like, Courtney, that happened like 4 weeks ago. Where were you? I was not on social media, okay? And also what you get to learn is who's really your friend versus your social media friends. And it's no tea, no shade, but there are just some friends that you have that you just share memes with. That's the extent of your friendship. And then there are other friends that you can talk to outside of a meme relationship. I just made that up, that's not a real word. But anyway, that's how it was. Sadly, during this period, the great Kenny Rogers died, and I love me some Kenny Rogers. I used to go to the restaurant with my siblings and my mother in Kingston, Jamaica. We were devastated when the restaurant closed down, so I really didn't get to see a lot of what persons were saying about him on social media. In fact, I don't even know if the funeral was held. I only just learned of his death on like news outlets. I really watched a lot of news, and I read a lot of news. Like I was able to just spit out statistics like that around the world due to the pandemic that we're having right now. And in fact, I was like a source for a lot of persons, like, okay, informing them that, do you know this has happened in this country, this measure was implemented in that country. It was really like that. So I guess that was really the benefit. I wasn't really tuned into the the fashion and the makeup like I usually am. I was more tuned into things that really matter in the world, like what are some governments implementing in their policies, like how are leaders trying to change the world for the better. Those are the things. Sorry, that was my door, which I should have closed. Those are the things that are most important in life. So that was a big benefit. I thought that when I went on this journey, I would have learned so much more about myself. Boys, I spent a lot of time with myself, and I guess it was alright. I mean, I like me. I mean, I liked me before, but then I really got to know myself during the time, and I was like, okay, girl, yeah, it's been fun, yeah. So, I would encourage you to, next time Lent comes around, think about something that you want to give up. I try to have a good spiritual journey during that period. Try to, well, I couldn't really go to the church because, you know, of Miss C, but I tried to listen to some gospel songs. I didn't listen as often as I should have, to be honest, and I was supposed to be reading my Bible every day, and I kind of fell down significantly in that part. So I guess I know what I really need to work on. Next year, should I live to see Lent, I know what to work on next time around. But anyway, that's it. So just wanted to share with you what I went through, and just to let you know that it's always good to challenge yourself and see how you come out on the end. Anyway, thank you all for tuning in. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to share.